Season Sing with me, how great is our God. Oversee how great, how great. My heart will sing how great is our God. My heart will sing how great is our God. Oh, how great my birth, oh, name. You're worthy, Lord. My heart, yeah. How great is our God. You are the name above all names. Name above all names. You are worthy, you are worthy. My heart and my heart will sing how great is our the end. And every other time we want to bless him. We want to give him the praise. Because remember, he is the God that knows us. He knew us before we were formed in our mother's belly. He's got a good plan for all of you. And even when you're going through a very difficult problem, God has got a good plan for you. I'm telling you. Even when people that claim to love you walk away from you, he is right there. He says, I knew you, my daughter. I knew you, my son, before you were formed in your mother's belly. And guess what? I have a good plan for you. This is why I give him the praise. He's a great God. He's everything we have. You can take away my breath as long as you give me Jesus. Hey, you can take my money as long as you give me Jesus. I say, you can take everything that I own. As long as you give me Jesus, I'll live alive. You see, we have lots of people that believe and trust in their possession. They believe and trust in their riches. They believe and trust in the houses they have. They're so much limited to material possession that if you take away what they have worked for all their life, they remain cocooned in poverty. I tell you something, you take away everything and leave me with Christ, I'll live again. And that's the reason we are celebrating. I'm speaking to those, all of you that are watching me in hospitals right now. And I'm telling you right now that God will touch you. The only thing you got to do is stop trusting in the doctors. Stop trusting in the medicine and trust in Him. Because what? He is the best doctor in the whole world. He is a God that does not need any second option. If you think you're going to make Him a second option, then He will never work for you. He is going to work for only those people that take Him as the first option. If you have a second option, I'm sorry, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people that you have gone through a very difficult time and you feel enough is enough. I'm talking to people that you have gone through it all and you feel I cannot cross. Remember when the Israelites were running, going to the promised land, and the enemy was chasing them from behind. And they reached a place where there was nowhere through. Why? Because there was a Red Sea. Nobody knew how to swim because these people were staying in the desert. Now, you take someone who doesn't know how to swim and throw him in a basin, they will drown. Amen. You take someone that does not know anything about water, you pour water on them, they will die. Yes. Now, Israelites were faced with a giant, which was the Red Sea. And the enemy was coming from behind, chasing you. Some of you are being chased by poverty. Some of you are being chased by disease. Some of you are being chased by things that are coming from your household, from your background, from your roots. Your far grandfathers were poor and poverty is chasing you. Your far grandchildren, your grandparents did not have a wedding, a true wedding. They were just picked by the ear and taken into someone's home, and that is chasing you. There is an enemy. Every time you work so hard, but you cannot get anything that you toil for. You sweat so much, but at the end of the month, you don't see anything coming out. I'm talking to you that even when that Red Sea is there, behold, the voice comes and says, strike the water, and says, walk through. And when the water splits, God makes a way where seems to be no way. I'm talking to people that the term is starting and you don't know where you're going to get your tuition. You don't know where you're going to get your school fees. I'm telling you right now that God can make a way where seems to be no way. Amen. I'm talking to someone right now. Some man promised to marry you. And when they promise to marry you, just a few minutes when you're telling them, come and meet my parents, when you think everything's going to work out, they walk away from your life. They think you are not so much. Now they don't see you because they have seen another beautiful woman who has got better hips, better breasts, better body, and they don't see you anymore. Yet they used to call you sweetheart. I'm talking to you right now, and I'm saying you're going to cross that sea. You are going to cross that sea. And guess what? This is what happens. Okay. When you cross the Red Sea, when you cross that land, your enemy come and they also want to cross with you. But immediately when they cross, when they walk where you've walked, the water comes back. God is going to destroy everything. Amen. Hey, He is going to destroy people that talked about you and they think you are worthless. He is going to destroy everybody that thinks you are nothing. I'm talking to you people right now. You are about to become landlords to your own landlords. Hey. You are about to release music CDs that surpass everybody's understanding. God is about to cause people to look for you even when they think or they thought they would never look for you. God is about to bring people in your life that will celebrate you, not tolerate you. You know, I hate being tolerated. I hate being tolerated at all. People tolerate you. They say, oh, you think, you know, they love you just because you're putting on a very nice watch. No, wait until I manifest with the glory. When the glory come upon me, nothing will stop the world from looking for me. And I'm telling you right now, your school fees is coming. Your wedding is coming. Your healing is coming. Someone told you you're going to die. Your miracle is coming. I remember 2 years ago, I had an accident. And I broke my arm into 3. And the doctors in Mulago say to me that you're going to cut off your arm. Oh, shame upon the doctors. People say, I'm not going to live again. But guess what? Even when they say whatever they say, I will not believe the report of human beings. Now, this is what people do. You believe so much on what people say and you forget that God masterminds those people that say. So who shall you trust? Are you going to trust your doctor or are you going to trust the God that brings the doctor? Somebody talk to me. Are you going to trust your teacher or God that gives a teacher? Are you going to trust your husband or trust God who gives husbands? Are you going to trust your wife or God that gives wives? Wait a minute. Are you going to trust your boss or God that creates employment? This is what we fail to understand. That's why we suffer all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the gospel hype. And I get so driven up because I feel the presence of God is here. And for all our fans out there on social media and every platform wherever you are, we want to bless God for you. Thank you for being right there, and we know that God is going to speak to you more than He has ever spoke to you before. And today we decree that everything that was bounding you is going to get loose. Right from UBC, right here. It's going to get loose. And of course, I want to thank all our friends that have kept in touch. You know, you send us messages and, you know, I feel so good when I read messages from you. Thank you so much. For those of you that have just joined us, this is the Gospel Hype. We are just getting started. And God today has ordained the fruits of a righteous man. Today we are going to hear from a man sent all the way from Ghana to come and speak the word of God in our lives. What can I say when the Bunjaville band is right here? Aha. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys sound so good. You look serious more than the Holy Spirit, but the Holy Spirit dwells in you. And I love that for life. I really love that. And of course, we are having our very own Richie, one of the great musicians that I love. You know, Tebi Fanana Richie. He said, I speak to him and he says to me, I don't look what I am worth. You know, I love the testimony of this guy. I'm going to get him right on the sake. And he will tell us why is he called Tebi Fanana Richie. But this guy has got a magnificent voice that Uganda should watch out because the caller words of America will look for him. All right, we also have our very own, a young brother to our very own Pastor Wilson Bugembe, who is just right in our Brandumba. Thank you very much for coming, Brian. Thank you. And we'll be hearing from Brian. You know, he sits right there and you think he's so quiet. Wait, when the Spirit comes over him, he will start prophesying, you know. I love this young man. I love his touch of excellency. I love the God that you serve. I would say when I grow up, I want to be like you, but I don't know. Maybe when I become younger. But may God bless you, and I want to thank your family for allowing you to be with us today. Pastor Wilson Bugembe is not in the country, and for him to share you with us, we bless God. All right? And for all of you that have joined us Thank you so much. You're wonderful people. And all our audience at home, we thank you. We thank you. Now, we are also enjoying these other people that have got a special ability. They've got a special ability not to speak like all of you, but to use their signs to worship God. All right? All right? As you see my sister right here on my right, she uses that special ability to communicate to God and tell him, I love you. Now, before we actually get started, I want us to say, I love you, God. But I want us to do it in the same way. Have you realized that sometimes you need to use your actions before you speak? You know, some of us speak too much and we speak out of context. But sometimes you need to use your signs to tell God that even when my mouth cannot talk, I need to tell you that I love you. Look at her. She say, I love you. Now you look at her, what she does. That's exactly what you need to do. All right? We're telling God that I love you. Come on now. You can do that better. Come on, do it again. Let's do it again. I love you. All right. That's beautiful. Now you can turn to the person next to you and don't talk to them. Just tell them, I love you. But just do it in the sign way. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I love you. Thank you so much. All right, this is a great day the Lord has made for us. Come on, give us some good music because we're coming back for another session. Thank you. Come on now. Come on. Take it. Yes. You want to borrow my microphone? Yes, it is on.
Praise the Lord. Testing. Praise the Lord. Praise be to the mighty God. May we stand up? Okay. Praise be to the Lord. Yes, we're going to be praising and worshiping. Hallelujah. Amen. You can stand up on feet. Worship the Lord. Who I am. I am yours. I am yours. I know who I am. Oh, I know who I am. Yeah, I am yours. I am yours, and you are mine. Jesus, you are mine. You are mine. Come on, let's go. I was running and you found me. I was blinded and you gave me sight. You put a song of praise in me. Oh, I was broken and you healed me. I was dying and you gave me life. Lord, you are my identity. Worship the Lord. Everybody go. I know. Yes, I know. I know who I am. Yes, I know who I am. I am yours. I am. One more time, I know who I am. Like this, together, up, 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 up. Let's celebrate each together, okay? Listen. I was running and you found me. I was blinded and you gave me sight. You put a song of praising me. Oh, I was broken and you healed me. I was dying and you gave me life. Lord, you are my identity. I know. Let's sing together. I know who I am. Oh, I know who I am. Oh, I am yours. I am. Let's sing together. I know who I am. I know who I am. I am yours. I am yours, and you are mine. Jesus, you. Tell Jesus you are mine. You are mine. Jesus, you are mine. Jesus, you are. Tell your neighbor, you are mine. Jesus, you. Tell Jesus you are mine. You are mine. Jesus, you are. Tell your neighbor Jesus is yours. Tell your neighbor Jesus is yours. Let's declare the name of the Lord.
Jesus, you
Oh,
are
you are mine. You are mine. Jesus, you
are
heal the sick. Mine. Jesus, you are mine. Let me see your hands like this. Let's go. Let's go. Higher. Higher. Clap for Jesus. So be glad in the house of the Lord. Hallelujah. Lord, you are good and your mercies endures forever. Lord, you good.
Lord, you are good and your mercies endure forever.
Lord, you are good.
Lord, you are good and your mercies endure forever.
Lord, you are good.
Lord, you are good and
Your
your
mercies endures forever. Lord, you are good.
Lord, you are good and
Your
your
mercies endures forever. People from every nation.
people from every nation and time, from generations to generation, we worship you.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, we worship you for who you are.
Oh, we worship you. We worship you. Hallelujah. Let's lift our hands together. Let us lift our hands like this. Like this. Like this. We worship you. Let's worship the Lord. Worship the mighty God. Worship the mighty comforter. Worship the mighty healer. We worship you. Lord, you are good. Lord, you are good and your mercy endures forever. Tell your neighbor something. The Lord, you good.
Lord, you are good and your mercies endure forever.
Hey, Lord, you are good.
Lord, you are good and your mercy endures forever.
One more last time. Lord, you are good.
Lord, you are good and your mercies
Endures forever. People from every nation. People from every nation and time. From generations to generation. We worship. Hallelujah. 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 We worship you for who you are. Hey, lift your hands and worship the Lord. We worship. We worship you.
Hallelujah.
We worship. Hallelujah. We worship you for who you are. We will. We worship you. We worship you. We worship you. Let's declare the name of the Lord. Tell him that we worship you. We glorify your name for who you are. We say that we love you for you first loved us. We worship you. We worship you. We worship you. We worship you. Hey, we worship you. Hey, let me put your hands together like this. Jubilant. Hey.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So good, so good. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So good, so good.
We worship you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We worship you for who you are. We worship you. Hallelujah.
Thank you. Yes. We worship you for who you were. We worship you because you're good. We worship you because you woke us up this morning. Many people did not wake up, but you woke us up this morning. We worship you because you give us this breath for free. I tell everybody that is watching me, if God was to charge you for your breath, you would pay I don't know how much, because we complain when we are charged for your car. Imagine if your breath is to be paid for just like how you pay electricity or water bill. I don't know how many of you will be still alive. Because sometimes some of us have got nose that is big, that you consume oxygen that is ×2. And in the night, you breathe from 4 different places. You breathe ×2 in your nose, from your mouth, from somewhere else. And I don't know if God was to charge you for your breath. I don't know how much you're going to pay. Richie, I don't know how much you will pay. I really don't know. I don't know how much I'll pay. I really don't know. But I wake up every day and I'm still alive. And you tell me that I don't have anything to give God the glory? I need to give him my all. I need to give him everything. And guess what? He said, give me just 10%. 10% of what you own. 10% of your salary. 10% of your money. 10% of your glory, 10% of what you have worked for. That's what he said. Give me 10%. It's up to you. Just 10%. And we fail to give God 10%, yet he gives us the breath that we use when we are getting money. He gives us the breath that we use for us to tell someone that we love you. You must have the first qualification for you to love someone. You must be alive. If you are not alive, you cannot tell anyone you love them. So, for those of you that have just joined us, this is our own beautiful Sunday service. The only thing we don't do is ask for your tithe and offering at the end of this show. But make sure you don't rob God, so you take it to the church next to you, all right? All right, all right, all right? You take it to the church next to you so that you don't rob God. Let's have a seat. Let's have a seat. Come on. Hallelujah. Wow. Wow. Allow me to send my love to everybody that is watching me right now. Thank you so much. The Gospel Hype is the only program that you have to listen to and watch together with your family so that your life is not let down. Now, today, we are also having a wonderful visitation from one of the guys that I call a saint. This guy is called Zion Richie. Zion Richie is one of them people. Yeah, clap your hands, come on now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was talking about my testimony that I had an accident about a few years ago and God healed me. And someone sent me a message and say, you did not finish the testimony. I want you to listen to this testimony because Zion Richie can speak it better than I do. Come on, put your hands together for Zion Richie. Come on now. Come on, brother, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much, Zion Richie. Thank you for coming. Please have a seat. Now, this is Zion Richie, and when I talk about Zion Richie, my heart boils with tears and joy and, you know, all these things mixed up together, and I just give God the glory. Zion Richie is a street boy whose title is a Kifeesi leader. Now, in Uganda, that title, being a Kifeesi person, means you have gotten a degree in snatching people's phones when they don't know. It means you have gotten a degree in snatching people's handbags when they don't know. So whatever that you own when you're walking in Kampala, it does not belong to you, it belongs to Kifeesi. You be very careful because you need to walk around holding your wallet, holding everything. Why? Because if you don't, then it belongs to someone else. And Zion Richie is one of them people that have been tormenting the lives of other Ugandans in Uganda. And God met him at a certain point and is here to testify. Zion Richie! How you doing, sir?
I'm fine, how are you?
Everybody wants to know who you are. Now, I talk about you all the time. I like your hair, though.
Thank
I
you.
really love your hair. What will it take? How will I look if I have that hair? I need to ask my producer. Should I grow that hair? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. All right, then you need to help me out, man.
No, thank you.
Well, what do you say, Brandon? What do you say? I should have the same hair? I should try it. Oh my God. I wanted to have this afro. You know, I wanted something like that. You want me to have this? I have a swag, man. Saved with amazing grace. Swag.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Tell us about you.
Yeah, I'm called Richie Zion. Yeah, formerly known as Wrong Number.
Okay. You are Rich Zion,
yeah.
But your former name is?
Wrong Number.
Wrong Number.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I remember that movie, You Wrong Turn. Wrong Number. Why Wrong Number?
Yeah. Okay. When...
Well, you need to speak a little bit louder, man. Wrong
Okay.
Number.
Yeah, I came to be known as Wrong Number. Yeah, after my senior 6, I sat in 2010, my senior 6.
Okay.
Yeah, my family, like mother, daddy, my mother and my dad. Okay, I grew up in a family. I was with a stepmother, my stepmother.
Okay.
I had my dad. Yeah, so after senior 6, things went wrong and dad told me, we are done with you.
All right.
It's your time now to stand on your own.
Okay.
Then I said, what's up? Okay, you know, this stepmother of mine.
So where did you do your senior 6 from?
I sat from a school called Uganda Matters Lubaga.
Uganda Matters Lubaga.
Yeah.
So after senior 6, your father goes like, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
Okay. And what next?
Yeah, what next? Then I tried to plead because I said I'm not going anywhere because that was 210. I said I'm not going anywhere.
Why did he say you should leave?
Okay, she had got another wife.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah. So this wife came, my mother, I call her my master mother, came.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, and she was like, you know, she doesn't like us. We are 5 kids at home, so we are chased away from home.
Okay.
Then I think my issue, I grew up in a family. I grew up with my stepmother, and then when my father got this like misunderstandings with the wife, she also came. Another stepmother came. You get, because I grew up in a family whereby I grew up with my stepmother. I didn't know my mom. You get?
Okay.
And time came, they chased the stepmother I grew up with, then they brought another stepmother.
Okay, so your father had another woman who you knew as your mother because you grew up in that, but it's not your true mother.
By the way, I didn't know. I came to know when I came to P7.
That's when you knew that
these
the
kids,
mother you called your mother is not actually your mother.
It's not my mother.
And afterwards, your father chased away that woman and brought in another stepmother. So you are in the second generation of a stepmother.
Yeah, yeah. When she came, she didn't like us because she never liked us. We were chased. Then the kids I grew up with, they went to their mother's side.
Okay.
Of course, me, I didn't have where to go. You get it?
Yes.
And my
because
father
you didn't know your mother.
Yeah, my father was so rude. I tried to talk to him. He was like, "What's up?" Then he just told me, you're above 18, you're 18 and above, you have completed your senior 6. Then me, I said, I'm not going anywhere. Then I had a quarter where I used to stay. Then one night they came and they chased me away they threw my things outside. Then that's how I started my journey. I had a girlfriend by that time.
Okay.
Then I went to her and I was like, man, they've chased me from home. She was like, what's up? Where are you going? I said, I don't know where I'm going because my dad is like, he doesn't want us from home. Everything has got disorganized. Then I started staying in friends.
Okay.
Then after staying in friends, life was so hard because I was in my vacation. So difficult. Then I had a friend, I sat with a guy called Faijo. He was a Sudanese. Faijo. I told him, I called him and I told him, Faijo, life is hard in Uganda. Things have got, I have nowhere to stay. I have nothing to eat. Then he told me, come to South Sudan. Then we arranged, I went to South Sudan, Juba.
Okay.
Then when I reached Juba, life was so hard, but I got a chance, I got a job. Then I started working. Then after working, I had a girlfriend. I started sending money to Uganda.
The other one?
Yeah, the other one from school. That was from school.
Yes.
Then I told her, she was called Christine. Then I started sending money to her. To Christine. Then I got money because I got a contract in Sudan of supplying tires. This because they were making roads. Then they told me, can you get us these tubes across? You bring them to Sudan, we give you money. I made that contract. Then I got money. Then I started sending money to Christine. Then time came, Juba got problems. The first problems, the first wars.
Yes.
Not this recently, but that was the first war.
Yes.
Then I ran away then I had to come back
to for dear life, back to Uganda.
When I came back to Uganda, I found things in Uganda very disorganized. I thought I was sending to a girlfriend, my girlfriend. I found another case when she never saved any money. She's in love with other someone.
And I was waiting for that one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in Mengo. Then even she had a guy she was staying with, enjoying my money, enjoying my sweat.
You came and found the guy that your girlfriend was staying with, and they were busy enjoying your money because you used to send money.
Yeah.
I wish Pastor Sombugembe was here. I would say laying it in bad because. Oh my God! All right, what happened then?
Then it was in Mengo. Then because we had got a house in Mengo, we are renting in Mengo, Chijambia. Then I said, "What's up?" I had a friend. I called my friend called Proud. He's in Mengo. I told him, "Man, what's up? I found some trash home. Kristen is in love with other person. I have found no money. Then I became disorganized. Then I said, what can I do? I said, let me try let me go somewhere. I went to Rwanda to just be there, because I just went to Rwanda because I had a friend in Rwanda. When I reached in Rwanda, I couldn't stay in Rwanda because my heart was in Uganda. I said, what's up now? Can't I talk to this girl and we reconcile, something of that kind? Then I came back to Uganda. When I came back to Uganda, the girl for her she had become totally these party animals. I couldn't manage her. She was in love with some other person. She had eaten my money. Nothing was home. I said, let me come to Uganda. When I came to Uganda, I started staying in Mengo for all that time. Then I started smoking cigarette and alcohol. Then one day I was in a certain bar. I found a friend. A friend told me, what's up? That was my Obi St. Mathias Kalemba, called Brayo. Told me, hey, what's up? You guys, you here? Ah. He was also like a gangster.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I told him, what's up? What happened? He told me, wow, me, I'm a gangster in Mengo. I can take you where we can take some blunts. I said, what are blunts? He told me, weed.
What?
Weed.
They're
called blunts. Then he took me to the ghetto called Mengo Chijambia.
Okay.
Then when I went in Mengo Chijambia, I made friends. I met Rastas. I met another world in Mengo Chijambia. I started staying in Chijambia. Then my life, I could just come from home to Chijambia, smoke, take alcohol, because I had some dollars. I could change $100, $50. So these dollars got over. When they got over, you know, I had no money. I had nobody to give me money. Then I was staying in Mengo. Even I couldn't afford a blunt, because the blunt was 1,000. I couldn't afford. I was in the other moment missing Christine, crying over, you know. So I was just there. Then friends told me, what's up? You're just crying here, but we can make money. You're here in ghetto. We can move on with life. This is not the end of you.
Story.
Yeah. So I learned boxing.
Okay.
I learned boxing. After learning boxing, I started moving out with them, going to different bars, going to high table, going to amnesia.
What do you do there when you go there?
They started training me how to snitch, because for them, their businesses, they could just spend a day blunting, taking weed, cigarette, alcohol. Then at night they could move out and snatch, start, you know, pulling out phones, you know, stealing phones, beating up people on the street. If they find you, they beat you up, they take everything from you at night. Because we believe that at night is not your time.
It is your time.
It's our time.
Jesus Christ, God gave us that time.
Yeah. So when we find it at night, it's our time. Then those boys...
Wait a minute. For those of you that are just watching us, oh Jesus Christ. For those of you that are just watching us right now, this is a moment I'm just sharing with Zion Richie. And of course, this is live on UBC TV. The show is called The Gospel Hype with Big Sam. I'm just trying to get to understand where the Kifeesi come from and how God can transform people. And it's just a testimony time. God can change people. And I'm just having a moment with this guy, and one of the statements that I have picked up, he says, my guy say what's up. I'm also saying what's up. So that you can enjoy. Yeah. Right, let's go on.
So I joined these boys because I didn't know what to do. They started training me what to do.
How to snatch phones.
Yeah, so I had a friend.
To make money.
Yeah, I had a friend, he's called Just a Crack. He told me this is how we do it. Because crack is life since he was young.
He's been doing the same.
Doing the same. Yeah, I met guys like Paulo Mulo. I met guys like Invisible. Those guys were so great in ghetto, but me, I had no name. Then it was one time we were in ghetto. There was a guy called Paulo Mulo. No, Mulo was a leader, was one of the leaders in ghetto. So he used to like provoke me, you know, every time disturb me. Then one time, because I'd also learned some boxing and what. So one time we fought. I beat the guy seriously. Then I used the bottle to beat him. I crushed his face. Then that's when they told me this guy is the wrong number. That's where I got the name.
Wrong number.
Wrong number.
Because you used the bottle to crush.
You know, it was a serious beating. Because this guy was great. You know, imagine you beating a general. Because he was a general. Then I showed him that me, I can beat you up. Then they obviously they gave me the ranks.
Wrong number.
Wrong number.
We don't have bottles here, so I'm saying.
So I started staying in that life. I learned boxing. I got friends. I started moving out with guys who are good in doing that. Superstars, super gangsters. Then I started meeting guys in town. There are guys in town who are taking this Kampala. I know them at night. I started meeting them.
So it's true. These gangs are there in Kampala.
There are many of them. Then they started knowing my name. And then I started making a name. Then I came to lead Kijambi. My name went viral. Wrong number, everywhere, wrong number. Cause me, I don't love my life. I just want to take blunts. I just love to beat you up. I just want to do the game because I'd learned the game. Because in a day I could steal something, like in one night I could take 15 phones.
What?
15 phones from, you know.
You all have your phones with you? You've never lost a phone? You've never lost a phone? This man don't gonna take your phone, though.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So
Christ. 15 phones in one night?
Yeah, one night. We could move at night.
Can you imagine these guys believe that night time is theirs? Wrong number.
Yeah, so I met guys. I'm saying.
God.
Yeah, so I came to lead Kijambia boys.
Kijambia boys.
You know, in Kampala groups, there's B13, there's Kijambia, there's Ipanda, there are many groups in Kampala.
And these are groups that are employed to do their
Chibloka boys. Yeah, people come. Yeah, big people come in slums.
So when you steal the phones and the money, you go and share?
We share.
As a team.
One rule is, if I see you stealing, we share.
If you don't see me?
If I don't see you, you're lucky. But if I see you and even though I don't know you are not from our group, immediately I see you, it means on the street you have to share, because I've seen you. I might tell the person you stole the phone from. So if I see you stealing, obviously I'm in the game.
Can you see the unity that these people have? The unity, do you understand? As long as they have seen you stealing, we share. But in the body of Christ, you see someone climbing up, you say, oh, you're against Munyanja. We want to tear each other down. Oh my God.
So that was my life. I met big people, I met artists.
So tell me, I want to cut this story short because it's our time is first spent. But I want to know, so you lead up this group, and how then do you get from being a gangster to Christ?
Yeah, because on Saturday, we used to chill at Nakumati. Saturday time, Saturday night, we could come at Nakumati, because Nakumati at night on Saturday, these guys, people could come, people from rich families, those guys from rich families, they could come and hang out. They take their beers, they open their cars.
Put some music.
Put some music. Twaitanga ku madala. We could go for madala. So that time, Nakumati is here. This is a Centenary Park of Fendies, you know, the Laughters Church and what. We could just come from those bars and then we come to Nakumati. We could come also buy expensive bottles, sit chill like we are also rich. Then our business was to snatch out the phones from the cars, from those guys, because sometimes they drink and they get, you know, they open their cars, they start enjoying. Then for us, our time was just snitching out their phones, getting out laptops. You know, we could come for the game at Nakumati. Then one day, a group from Chibloka, you know, Chibloka Nansana. Me, I was from Mengo Kijambia, and there was a group from Chibloka Nansana. I saw them stealing a phone.
Okay.
From a lady. Okay, a lady was bending in his car trying to pick up something, but the bag was this side. Then the phone was, then this one just got the phone out. When the lady, when it came out, she could not notice that something she has lost her phone. Then I was noticing this guy stealing out a phone from a lady. Then I was like, what's up? I've seen you. He told me, wrong number now. I told him, man, you know, I'm a wrong now. You know, you don't just put the phone here. Because here on street, when you have a big name, when I see you even stealing, my name is bigger than yours, I just tell you, just bring what you've said. Then I'm the one to give you. Then I came, he was called Fredo. He has not come here, but I told him, give me the phone. He told me wrong number, what? I told him, just give me the phone.
Okay, so you have the phone.
Yeah, so this guy was like, but we can sell the phone, because even on the scene, there are buyers. People who come from ghettos, for them, they have not come to steal, they have come to buy.
Can you imagine?
At the moment you steal, there is a buyer around. For him, he just comes.
Jesus Christ.
So by this time, we looked for that guy, he was not yet around. Then the guy told me, I told him, check. We checked the phone. Then this guy gave, there was no money, because sometimes they put money
in the covers of the phone.
There was no money.
Don't put money in your phones.
There was money. Then I said, then we checked everything, which version, which phone, what, because we sell according to the version, we know the price. Then they checked, there was a memory card of 8 GB.
A memory card?
I just told him, okay, first give me the memory card, because it was 8 GB. On street, by that time, it was 20,000 Uganda shillings. Then he gave me a memory card. I told him, okay, I know you.
You go and sell this
You can sell the phone, you bring the money. Then, because we are going around, then we went to Laughters. After Laughters, we sloped up from Amnesia, High Table, from High Table, Top Pub.
So you have the phone now. You know, the phone is gone.
Yeah.
You have the memory
card, and I also have my phones I've got.
You
then,
also have stolen.
Yeah, I have my own phones.
Phone.
Then I went to the ghetto. After going to the ghetto, it was morning. I got the memory card, because I also had my personal phone.
Yes.
I placed the memory card in my phone. I remember it was 2016. That time, I was being hunted. It was 2016, the Pope was coming to Uganda. It was a year for campaigns, 2016. So they had pinned my name in Mengo, wrong number, because I had a street called Wrong Number Street in Mengo. So that street at night, it was a street whereby no police was allowed to enter. On that street, we could just...
we need to hurry up. We need to hurry up now.
Yeah,
I can see my producer blaming.
I put the memory card in my phone. After putting the memory card in my phone, there were many songs on the memory card, but there was a song called Oli Katonda by Pastor Justin Nabosa.
Which song?
Oli Katonda by Pastor Justin Nabosa.
Okay.
Then I started listening to the song. First of all, I loved the instruments. That instrument, yeah, it was so nice. So I started listening to that song several times. I could take my blunt, listen to the song. Take my blunt, listen to the song. Then there was a word in the song called Ndigamba bana bange bali kuyita Katonda, that I'll tell my kids, they will call you God. Then a question immediately came to me. What will you tell your kids? Then I started thinking about that. Then I had a voice deep inside me. But can you just get one son and you go to church? I said, church? Then I started smoking, taking my ganja, but whenever I could listen to that song, I had that thing. Okay, go to church. Then it was one Sunday I went to
church.
I know. Before going to church, I went back home. Not to my father's place, to my uncle's place. My uncle told me, my uncle was staying in Nasa, and I will come.
We need to cut this story short now.
Yeah.
We need to cut this story short. Now, I want to know, so you listened to the song, you went to the church, you went back home, and from home you went to church?
Yeah. From church, I gave my life to Christ.
At church?
At church.
In which church?
By that time, it was called Light the World Church, but now it's called the Worship House, Pastor Wilson Bugembe.
Okay.
Yeah, in Nasana.
Why did you choose to go to Pastor Wilson Bugembe?
I loved him before, because I knew his story before. I loved his music. And when I thought of church...
Was his story close to yours?
Yeah, because I was on street for something like 6 years.
He was on street too?
He was on street. Then by the way,
he used to take some blunt?
Who?
Pastor Wilson.
I don't know, because I never saw him on street.
His brother is here. I'm going to ask him.
Yeah, by that time I was on street, he was a pastor. So I just heard his story. Then I went to church. I gave my life to Christ. Wow.
And you, yeah, please, a round of applause. You know why we choose such moments is when you hear this is even worth more than a sermon. You understand? You need to get some real life story for you to change, for you to know that God really exists. And this young man has helped quite a lot of Kifeesi people to change their lives. And that's what you do.
Yeah.
Transform wrong people.
So when I gave my life to Christ, then I had a voice after I stayed at church for some time. I'd go back to streets. I had the other voice which told me go to church. I had it again, the second time, to go back and preach. Then when I had it, I went to Pastor Wilson Bugem and I told him, I want to go back to street to tell those guys about Christ. He told me, you've just given your life to Christ first, right? Then that was 2016. Then 2016, that voice came again. Then I told him, he told me, okay,
go.
You go. Then I started going on street preaching to. I went back to Sijambia. Then
you preached to them.
Those guys were like, Chicho Balaku Pastor Bugem, you want to steal him? Tell us. You have a deal, you might get money, and you don't tell us. Tell us. Because we cannot accept that you can give your life to Christ. Then I told them about Jesus at the first time. I kept on going on to them, telling them about Christ.
And some people have been transformed.
And some of them told me.
Did you come with some today?
They're here.
Kifeesi people?
They're here.
Who have been transformed?
Very.
Okay. Where are they? Kifeesi people, where are they? Kifeesi, where are you? Oh, no, you're not Kifeesi. Christians, saints who have been transformed. Where? Come here. Wow. Thank you. What's your name? Golgotha. Ouch! Come, sit right there. Sit next to me. Sit in my chair. Golgotha. Yes, sir. How are you doing? What's your name? Huh? Justin Crack.
Yes, sir.
Just a crack.
That's the guy.
Come join us. Sit right there. Come join me. What's up, buddy? Invisible. Come, give me, where's my microphone? Where's my mic? Give me that microphone. What's your name, sir? Come on, say it again. What's your name? Invisible. But I can visible you now. Yes, what's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Billy Dollar.
Billy Dollar.
Yeah.
Hey. Come, go right there. Yes, sir. What's your name?
My name, I'm called Katende Isma.
Katende Isma.
Yep.
Were you at Kifeesi as well?
I've been.
You've been at Kifeesi?
Yep.
Oh my God, man. Thank you, man. Good to see you. Come on. Get good. Plan somewhere. What's up, buddy? What's your name?
Gerard.
Jared.
Yeah.
You at Kifeesi too?
No. I was a marketeer, I was busy selling those goods.
You were a marketeer?
Was the guy who was buying.
Come here. Whoa. You were what?
A marketeer. I was looking for markets for those goods.
Which goods?
Anything which they brought.
So,
I can go and I change money in forex bureaus because they can come with dollars, pounds, and whatever.
Do you see the syndicate? Do you see? They have got the ones that go to the field. When you come, they have a marketeer who is smart. Man, I should be your friend, man.
Don't know.
No. All right, you should be telling me.
Yeah, so
You guys have changed now.
Yeah.
You follow Christ. Wow. Play me that song, Olikatonda. Play me that song. You know, it feels nice. It's a good feeling, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good feeling. And he's a musician. And you're going to bless us with that. Come on, give me that chorus. Yes.
that sound, I like it.
Let's sing together. Come on now. One more time. I'm just trying to think. I don't know what all of you are listening to on your phones. I don't know what kind of music you have on your phones. Because people have got music that can even repel a devil. You know, they have got music that when you play it, but can you imagine how people can minister? A man gets a changed life just by listening to a song that was saved on a memory card. I wish I can check all your phones and find out what songs you listen to. But thank you so much, guys. I don't know, but this is what we call true life. And for me, I don't even need to listen to a pastor now. This is enough message for the day. And God can change all of you. He can. He can change all of us. Thank you. And you're a musician, isn't it? Yeah. You came with...
So even, like, we started up a ministry.
Yes.
It's called Gospel Arising in Slums Ministries. So my heart came, I came and I told these guys about Christ. But there were some young kids of the ghetto. Like we also give birth.
Young kids in the ghetto.
Yeah,
you give birth as well.
Yeah, so,
okay.
So those kids grow up in ghetto. They don't have a mother. They don't know their father. Kids from prostitutes, kids from people they don't know. So we started helping those kids, the young kids. So we have come with them. So far we have 15 kids. Okay. They don't know their mothers. Some of them they don't know their father. But now we adopted them. That's the ministry. We go to slums. We help those young kids because we are so much touched that if those kids grow up in a ghetto, what wrong number will they make?
Oh my God! Can you imagine? Can you imagine? From being a Kifeesi, God transforms you and puts you in a place to transform someone else.
Yeah.